Welcome to I Am Legend, brought to you by my brand new favorite production company. The movie is set in apocalyptic Big Rotten Apple 2012, cause in 2009 Emma Thompson, who's in this movie for the entire 20 seconds, got a brilliant idea to cure cancer with a re-engineered measles virus, but whoopsie daisy, the virus mutated and wiped out 90% of the world's population, turned 9% into rabid albino sun-hating flesh-munching alopecia goblins that are hunting the remaining 1% that is immune to the virus, and one of them is US Army virologist Will Smith, who when the virus went airborne grabbed his wife and his actual real-life spawn Willow, cause nepotism, what else, and is like, Manhattan's getting shut the fuck down, y'all need to haul ass while I stay here and try to save the world. So he flexes his military badge, fast-tracks them straight past the plebs and throws them into the chopper. The army nukes all bridges, the wheels come off and another chopper just kamikazes straight into his family's ride, and Will's like, well, I guess I'm single now. 3 years into this apocalyptic bullshit, New York is a giant condoms testing site and we get 1 minute worth of shots of this ghost town. Okay, we get it, there's no one there, please fuck off. Will is the last man standing and he is testing his staying with his best girl. Sam gets cut off by a herd of deer, drifts a bit for the Fast and Furious fans, tries to shoot a deer from the herd but they're too fast, goes on foot, tracks one down, but Simba and his gang leave him skunked. His alarm goes off warning him to go back home cause alopecia wankers are about to hit the streets and look for some fresh meat. He bleaches his porch so they can't sniff him, prepares some veggies to his thrilled German shepherd, they spend some quality time, barricades himself by shutting all reinforcements on the windows, and goes for a nap in his tub while the alopecia bitches are screaming outside. Next morning he wakes up in his bed cause he's a sleepwalker, and can someone please explain how the fuck is the sun shining in through the unbarred windows after he nailed them shut like 5 seconds ago? Never mind, his morning routine is to half-ass some pull-ups so he can beat up Chris Rock's anorexic ass, and to psychologically torment this poor dog heads down to his depressing underground science dungeon where he's testing the cure for the virus on test rats. Most of them are either dead or rabid as fuck, but one of these little goblins is vibing a little differently, so he decides this compound is ready for trial on some alopecia zombie. He goes to the video store to pick up the Fresh Prince DVD or any of his movies, has a conversation with a bunch of Wilsons he put there, thinks about sticking his dick in the prettiest Wilson bitch cause Jerkin the Gherkin just doesn't cut it anymore, but opts out, drags his sorry ass to the park where he plays Farmer Bob, marks up a map plotting which empty house he's gonna raid today for supplies and lost family haunting memories, pumps some gas for his second ride, a mean-ass SUV with some mean-ass spotlights, goes to the South Street Seaport to broadcast his daily radio message inviting any survivors to meet him there every day at noon for a can of beans, and while waiting he YOLO it by playing golf off of grounded Air Force planes. But one afternoon Sam spots a deer, and cause Will's tired of his vegan diet, it's National Geographic time all over again. They chase the deer through the abandoned streets of NYC, the deer books it into some random dark-ass building. Sam runs inside after it cause sadly she's just a dumb bitch with zero survival instincts. Will is having a meltdown cause this is a perfect hiding place for alopecia dipshits, but is adamant to save his girl, plunges into the darkness. The horror jump scare part of the movie is upon us, blocks the light beam with his fingers, cracking them open just enough to make the sequence more tense, sees a blood trail, climbs the squeaky stairs without consequences, finds the head of the deer, but then flashes his light on a huddle of hibernating bald zombie fuckers yet again without consequences, backs out of there and finds Sam hiding under a desk cause one alopecia-ridden jackass is gnawing on Bambi. Will whacks him. They run for their life with alopecia dingbats on their tail and jump on the street and into the light that kills the bold monsters. Okay, I got like 72 questions here. First, why the fuck is he bleaching his porch when alopecia plonkers can't smell him when he's right next to them? Second, how the fuck squared they don't go Hannibal Lecter on his ass when he flashes them? And third, how in the gravity is a conspiracy fuck did both him and Sam walk away from a 2-story dive unscathed? Whatever. Now that he found a fresh lair of alopecia bozos, he decides to use some Looney Tunes logic, sets up a Wile E. Coyote trap, draws some blood, slaps it on the ground as bait, diggity dog, and what do you know? He bags one alopecia roadrunner to test his latest cure version. However, it triggers this homicidal alpha zombie, but he runs back inside cause he doesn't have his sunblock, which brings me back to another question. If they are drawn to blood like Chuckster to chicken wings, how the ever-loving fuck didn't the gang from the huddle pick up on the cut-in-half blood-soaked Bambi? Never mind. Back at Will's lab we learn that he kidnapped Cue-Ball Jada, shoves his miracle juice into her, and it looks like it's working. Her breathing evens out, her temp drops. Science is happening, but all of a sudden she starts convulsing and flatlines, so he gives her some other shit that brings her back. Frustrated his cure isn't working, he records his findings just to let us know that he's still immune to both airborne and contact virus strains, while Sam is immune to airborne strain only, so unfortunately we pretty much know where this is heading. Next morning Will takes Sam for their usual apocalypse stroll, goes fishing at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, nothing unusual there. They cruise a bit when he spots one of the Wilsons from the video store in the street, and I shit you not his head is turning. He goes over to yell at him cause loneliness got to him, takes it up a notch and blows the mannequin away, but senses it might be an ambush and starts shooting at nearby buildings, but then for no fucking reason other than for the sake of the plot goes in for a closer look, walks straight into another Looney Tunes trap, this time set up by the alopecia monsters, slams his head on the pavement and straight out blacks out. To add more to the drama, he wakes up just before sunset, whips out his knife, slices himself free, stabs himself in the leg, slowly makes his way to the car, but in struts Alpha Vampire himself with a squad of mutant hellhounds. The sun sets and off they go for a quick nibble. He shoots one, Sam fights another. Will is in a pickle but he handles it like a pro and disposes of the remaining ones, but unfortunately Sam has been bitten. Why didn't the alpha alopecia dick round up his crew and stomp the shit out of him while he was fighting the hellhounds? Makes no fucking sense. Anyway, he rushes Sam back to his lab and administers the serum, takes her gently in his arms, sings some Bob Marley to her. The grief Richter scale is off the charts, but it's too late. Sam is starting to turn, and instead of making you watch the agonizing scene where he strangles her to death, here's a picture of my dog to make you feel better. He gives Sam a proper burial, goes for a cruise, but is utterly depressed, enters the video store and starts hitting on the Wilson bitch cause he promised Sam he would fuck her, but he's spiraling down fast. He decides to channel his emotions into pure rage, just like at the Oscars, puts one of the Wilsons at the end of the pier as a decoy. The Darkseekers, that's their official name, storm the mannequin, but then Will lights up the pier from behind and starts running them over. Furious action scene ensues. The mean-ass Alpha is overseeing the battle of Will and his minions. They go at it hard, and I mean real hard, cause Emma Thompson turned them into thick-skulled alopecia whores. Will gets trapped upside down. Alpha goes in for a kill when a mysterious flash of light sends them running. Seems some random chick saved his ass, and Will mumbles his address while his brain is buffering. He wakes up to Shrek playing on TV, his legs all stitched up, but he's delusional, pulls out his piece and scares the shit out of the bitch that saved his dumb ass and her mute retarded kid. She made some eggs in Kevin Bacon. They heard his radio broadcast, but instead of noon decided to show up at the pier at midnight in a zombie-infested New York, so I call bullshit. They're on their way to a survivor colony in Vermont cause the virus is allergic to Bernie, and Will's like, "You're full of shit, so shut the fuck up bitch or I'll go Kevin Spacey on your ass and smash a plate full of food against the wall." She keeps yapping, so he delivers, but then takes a time out to get his shit together cause he's socially allergic. He hides in his tub for a while, descends, makes a pathetic effort to bond with the mute and dumb kid, goes full retard and starts monologuing Shrek. This goes on for a full fucking minute, and in his head the kid's like, "Bro, just stop. Yo, Will, listen, we need to talk. Here's a piece of advice."
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Get it? Got it? Good. He has a sit-down with Anna, that's her name. She gives him their survival recap. She's hell-bent on reaching Vermont, wants him to join them, but he's like, "I ain't leaving. I'm the star of this movie. I need to save the human race." Cut to the next scene where Anna Banana brings him some coffee in his dungeon lab. She sees Jada. Will's got her on ice cause it might increase the serum effectiveness, and we see all the ghouls he killed by trying to cure them. They tuck the mute in. He gives her a crash course on Bob Marley in a long-sleeve shirt, boards the windows in a short-sleeve shirt, changes back to long-sleeve. They get into a calm theological discussion about the big guy upstairs, but the growling of alopecia creatures makes them refocus cause they followed them home last night and they are ready to storm the mansion. He fires up the oh shit lights, but it's a bust, sets off the Mad Max home security, which leaves him dazed and confused, but it seems it does the trick. Goes to find Anna and her kid, but the Alpha ambushes him and starts throwing him around. Will gets a hold of his weapon. Alpha bails. Will finds them hiding from another alopecia prick, takes him out, but now the Alpha's got a new crew. Will shits himself cause he's in quite a pickle. They hide in the lab only to find that Jada is out of her psychosis phase and on her way to recovery. But the Darkseekers come storming in and start headbutting the protective glass. Will's like, "You'll need to stop, you'll hurt yourselves." But they don't give a fuck. Alpha crashes the party, slaps his minions out the way and starts ramming the glass, but I'm guessing not because he has the thickest skull, but because Jada is his bitch and he just horny. Will is what the fucking real hard because of the entanglement he's in. The glass is about to crack. He has an oh shit moment, yanks a vial of the miracle juice from Jada, shoves Anna and her kid down the coal chute and is like, "Here's the cure. This movie needs dramatic self-sacrifice for that heroic ending." Slams the door, whips open the medical cabinet, stares at the pic of his dead family for that dramatic last look, grabs a grenade, eyeballs the Alpha, yanks the pin, eyeballs the Alpha. They headbutt each other. Will's no more, Alpha's no more, zombies are no more. Next day, Anna and her mute kid roll up to the survivor camp. The gates open, natives come flocking. She hands them the cure and gives high praise to Will as in post-apocalyptic Jesus. The end.